When most people think about Pixie Frog enclosures, they usually picture something fairly simple. A smaller enclosure with substrate, a water bowl, a hide, maybe some heat. Now there's nothing really wrong with a minimalistic setup. They do allow the frogs to survive. Those enclosures have so many restrictions, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Compare that type of setup with what you see here. It's more naturalistic, larger, and it provides a hot spot, a warm zone, a cool zone, and a slightly cooler zone than that. So really it's 4 zones on the terrestrial side. So there's a hot spot here, 85, directly out of view. As you get away from the heat source, you'll end up halfway between the hot spot and way back in that cool area. That's the warm zone. Way back under the canopy, that's the cool zone. And that last cooler zone is burrowing into the cool, moist substrate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The aquatic area, clearly it's not just a water bowl, but that is also maintained. It's not the hottest area in the enclosure or the coolest area in the enclosure. It's set at 80 degrees. That allows the frog to have all these choices, and this is more natural to how water just is. Water doesn't change with temperature drastically. If it's 85 degrees out all day and the temperature suddenly drops down to 75, that's a 10-degree difference. The water outside would not drop that fast. Now, we're not talking about a tiny puddle. We're talking about large water areas. Even if they're relatively shallow, water just doesn't adjust its temperature as fast as the air does. That's what makes holding those temperatures more natural. Hottest area, warm area, cool area, that's kind of like in the middle on that neutral side. And the frog can still regulate himself within that aquatic area by simply coming further up the ramp and having more of its body outside of the water, or climbing on top of the logs and having more of its body up out of the water. It doesn't really have to stay in the water like you see it. He has places to elevate himself and go up, down. Aside from that, the aquatic area helps support the frog's weight, allows him to move. Water bowls just don't provide that. When you put all of this together, what it really comes down to is a large enclosure offering the frog as many choices as you possibly can. That allows the frog to pick and choose where it wants to be at any given moment. All you have to do is maintain the temperatures, the dampness, the humidity. The frog does the rest. We control the environment. The frog controls itself. Thanks for watching the video.